Three, two, one, and here we go. We are live, or allegedly, we are live. Now I can see in my monitor we are live. Hello, Franco. How are you doing today?
We are. Hello. I'm gonna check my audio for a second, so I'm gonna wait for the delay. And let's see.
All right, I think you're
Yeah, it
peaking
works.
just a tad, so I'm gonna be lowering just a
I'm a
tad,
little high. Yes, but it
and
works.
I am who I am. So I'm gonna put just a tad more on my side, and I believe we are ready to begin.
Live. Yes, sir.
Right. So, how are you? How's been your week?
I am doing okay. I'm going on vacation in a couple of days, as you know already. So that's gonna be fun. I've been playing with motion design today.
Cool.
Uh, and yeah, I gave a new class on Sunday for the first time.
All
It
right.
was fundamentals. Literally, this is Unreal, this is the outliner,
Right.
this is viewport. So very basic for first time students. It was fun and a lot of questions, which is great always when you're running a class and then students
Oh,
show interest and they
for
ask
sure.
all the questions.
That's great. Yeah, I love it. I love it when people actually, you know, there are always, the shy ones who, are gonna want to contact you later on, right, and write a long
Mhm.
message with something that is going on. But no, it's great when they can, react to the moment. That is where the actual synergy of teaching and learning actually happens, which is
Mhm.
perfect. That is what you want. All right, so we're gonna give people just a bit of a tad for them to actually join. So
Brad is here.
in this one, we're using Melt again, but I kinda think that I fixed this. So what would happen if I go and do this? Now we get good colors. Believe it or not, the only thing that I did was that now I'm running these instead of directly from the camera. It passes through broadcast, NVIDIA broadcast, and that's it.
Mhm.
I'm not even applying any, enhancement or tool to it. It's just passing through, and the color, was fixed. I think that there is some kind of miss something on how this machine is actually ingesting what the Atom Mini Pro is actually spitting out to it. But now it's fixed, and now we have good colors. Now everything looks fine. You have audio. Everything seems to be perfect. All right, and we are ready for today's live. First, I want you to check something, and that something is hidden here. I don't know if everybody actually knew about these, but these dudes, the Lee artist, I don't know if that is how you pronounce it in English, Lee artist, Lee
Mhm.
artist
Maybe.
studios are they is this is like Kit Bash or any other third party that have their own website where you can actually buy stuff, and they from time to time actually offer things in the actual Unreal Engine.
Oh,
And they do have a couple of, I don't know if you recognize this one.
they are the ones that made Provençal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And this one is free on their side, and it's also free in Unreal Engine, in Fab, or what
So did
used
they
to be.
make the Egypt one too? I'm gonna check. You continue on. I'm gonna
Oh,
check.
sure, sure. I think take a look at everything that they have made in the past. And this thing is filled to the brim with tons of very cool
Oh
stuff.
wow, very cool.
And I don't know if they're actually, let me go here and compare if they are actually offering, yeah, they do offer kind of everything. We can, start counting, but I think everything is here. So you can get it from the Cosmos side, from Leartist, or you can get it from Unreal Engine or Fab, right? Which is great. They have tons of very great stuff here. But what is, look at this one. This one looks like very, very good. Oh my God, look at this one. This looks
Sheesh.
very, very realistic. I don't know. It has this vibe of Love, Death, and Robots. Remember the one with the dancing?
Yeah.
Geisha kind of. No, it was not a geisha. It was
Hmm.
some kind of goddess, and everybody, going crazy. That thing was wild. That was a wild short for sure. And this gave me that vibes, with the
I'm
actual.
looking at one of their projects for Cyberpunk, $700.
Yeah, they're not bound to be cheap at all.
Cheap.
You know what?
They're very high quality, very good
Nice,
stuff.
nice thing is that you have everything. Like you have, kind of a very nice looking island or beach kind of environment happening here. It's not that bad. $30 for it. 22
Hmm.
in rebate. It's not 30. It's not even 30. It's 45 half. And the thing is that they are running right now these sales. And in these sales, you are going to find that there are three environments. One that is always for free, like this is not on sale for a limited amount of time. But this one, there are two here. The Nova, very reminiscent, right? Like Nova Space Burger. You should for sure download this one. And they
Hmm.
have the post-apocalyptic desert environment for free. Now,
Yeah.
if we check it out, look at this. This one is not to call home really, but this one I'm gonna skip. So but this one, the Novascape, the Nova Space Burgers, seems really, really, really good. In fact, I actually went in and created I signed in, right, and downloaded it. And I want to see if we can check it out today and see how good it looks. It actually have like a very nice quality, and I think that it has tons of stuff. If these are decals, these are amazing to have this kind of. Look at the
I'm
dirt
al-
in the
I'm
windows
already seeing a problem.
here.
Yeah. Textures. Look at the size.
Let's see. Maybe this is a little bit gaming. Oh,
Hmm.
1K, 2K. You
Yeah.
know what? It might not be that bad. Um, let's check it out. There are
Yeah. Let's check it out.
ways. Yeah, because if I don't know, let's see. I actually downloaded, so it should be here in my downloads stuff. Here it is, and let's open it up, and let's open this up, and we're gonna grab this content. Hopefully, oh yeah, it's very good. It's not called the Nova stuff. It is called the Cyberpunk Restaurant, whatever that
Sure.
means. All right, let's copy that and let's paste it here. So where are we? Let's grab these. Show me in Explorer. Where are we? That's it. Let's go content. Let's paste this thing here. And let's see. I have something for later on that I wish you to actually help me with. And that is, I want to do something a little bit crazy and wild. And I don't know why other people has not done it before. What I want is, I really like so much the contest model. I think that that character is one of the greatest characters that Paragon produced at some point. And I simply cannot get enough of that character. And I want to see, one of the bad thing about that character was initially, right, that we didn't have any sort of, let me actually open it up while we talk. I think it's on Cyberpunk Restaurant. Let's go particles, levels, and demonstration. Let's open this up and see how that looks. So what I want is that character had two big flaws. One was that it didn't have any sort of control brick, which was not great. Now we can actually add control brick to it. It's not a big deal. You will need to work for it, but you can actually make it work, and it should work pretty nice. Another one was that she, even though she has facial, some facial expressions in their animations, and they do have, all the Paragon characters have bones in the face, very limited amount. You could potentially do a little bit of lip syncing with it, but nothing compared with what you can achieve with both the AR face kit or
Hmm.
the Metahuman animator, right?
Yep.
So what if? and this is going to be what I'm going to be asking of you today. What if we convert her through Metahuman plugin with Metahuman DNA into a Metahuman? And we do maybe not a complete body swap for today, but at least, if I have like a face that I can animate, I would feel like really, really accomplished for today. Look at this.
That opened really fast.
Oh, you know why? Because I actually I cracked the code. I didn't know. I actually thought that I was like, the greatest hacker in the world, where I set up my new Ryzen 9 5900X to game mode. And game mode actually halved the amount of threads. So I was like, why this thing is actually reporting, half my threads? Like, what is going on? It was that I wrongly overclocked it. So now it's properly overclocked. And having 24 of these actually fixing and compiling, it's really nice. So now I can open these things like really, really fast. Oh, and I actually discovered another thing. I think I told you about this. Did I mention this last time we met? Well, this is the thing. I actually reserved this disk, the local disk D, right, to be my Unreal Engine projects, and I have everything here, right? But because it was the Unreal, drive, I actually set the derived data cache in this same drive, and that was a mistake. I realized that when you try to open something, Unreal Engine tries to do two things at the same time. It will uncompress the derived data cache and try to open the thing at the same time. So you have Unreal Engine fighting for the same bit rate, right, of read and write from your drive. So what I did was I actually moved the derived data cache to my C drive, and now it happens to be here. Now I have the vault, which I don't care. Now it's not going to grow like exponentially as it used to. But now I have my global derived data cache in the C drive, which is my fastest drive. So now things open really smoothly, and I don't have that bottleneck that I used to on my D drive. Even though my D drive is not running at the speed at NVMe standard speeds, because the way that it's connected to the motherboard, these give it a bit of an edge and an advantage at trying to open things, because now it can read the derived data cache from a very fast drive, while at the same time it is actually sending data from the D drive to RAM to open Unreal Engine. So yeah, I actually crack Unreal Engine. Now it's running faster than ever. I'm very happy. This thing is looking oh so amazing. How much of these are decals and how much of these are textures? These textures, you were saying like 2K. Look at these, man. This thing is flawless. That's why I was thinking like there are tricks for you to actually. It will have to do with the amount of materials that you can assign to the same mesh. So you don't care about the 2K. If you have 3 materials for a door, you can have potentially 3 different 2K textures on this thing. You can mask them. You can do a bunch of dirty tricks to actually make this work. And yeah, look at this. I'm hating already. I have a headache looking at the lens flare. So let's go to the post-processing volume and kill it. Do I have it in my favorites? No, I don't. So I need to go to image effects. No, it's on lens flare and assign 0 intensity. Oh, that feels so good. Very good. Look at this. My guess is that I've seen this before in the fellowship. I think a couple of people actually use it on their productions. All right, I love that everything feels dirty, and there's nothing that feels like it's, I'm loving these glasses.
Yeah, the glass is really good.
How much of these? No, it's the actual texture of the glass. There is no decal. You know what? That's one of the things that is really hard to do. People always come with the idea that Yeah, I can put dirt on a glass with a decal, and you can't. There's no way, because decals can only be applied to an opaque surface. They won't change the the material domain of the subjacent material. So it's a bit of a trick, right? That you
You
cannot
you
perform right
you
now.
can
You
apply
can
decals to glasses. Yeah, to
if
glass. One of my students on previous courses CGPRO was actually asking that question, and Daniel gave her the answer. I don't
oh really?
recall, but you can.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm really interested. Maybe it's not
yeah.
shouldn't transparent, but maybe like mask with a dithering effect or something like that.
I don't
That
know.
that
I'm gonna
might
ask him, and
be.
I'll let you know.
Oh, we should actually invite him into the live someday for sure. Oh, that reminds me, you are going out on vacations. I'm
Mhm.
also going on vacations next week. So you're going this week. That's why we're here on Monday. But next week is my turn, and so there's not going to be a live next week. That is sad, but it's all right. People are going to survive. This thing is looking very, very nice. I think that they did a wonderful job with this one. It's very gamey, but I believe that for an actual, background or something, it could do wonders for sure.
Yeah, and you can steal some of these assets that look really good.
Yeah.
Not
Um,
those, not
all
those.
all these textures, the actual ground is not, that ugly, and these, dirt invading, the actual pavement looks.
That background is the horizon line looks really good. Oh wow,
Oh, look at
just
that.
rocks.
Yeah. What is this? What is that?
A landscape,
Oh,
I'm
wait.
guessing,
Oh, yeah. It's an actual landscape.
and then a couple of rocks.
Yeah, and a couple of rocks here and there. That's a trick that I actually tell to my students, because normally you're not going to get enough resolution out of the height map of a landscape. So for things like the silhouette of the thing at a distance, I'm like, put rocks behind it. No one is going to know at that distance, and you're breaking out a little bit of the chocolatey, the meltiness of the actual landscape,
Landscape.
because there is
Uh,
not it's not so much that you can do at that distance. If you add something like displacement, at that distance the displacement is completely flat, because at the distance the displacement, like, um, you know it doesn't dice the actual component, so you don't
mhm.
get the actual thing. So it's like the perfect solution. You were saying?
I got news on the decals. You were correct. They just made it a masked material on a plane, and they placed it very close.
Right, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The mask material is actually an opaque material, really,
Hmm.
that has like little holes on it. So you can actually set something as an opaque decal. The thing about a decal is that it cannot change the subjacent domain, right? And so all decals are opaque, translucent opaque. So yeah, it's weird. That's a
Hmm.
thing that is due on Unreal Engine for sure. I don't know if it's how Substrate actually works with decals. Maybe that's
Oh
something that
lord.
will start happening with Substrate.
Uh-huh. The lighting in this is really good.
Yeah, yeah, it looks pretty nice.
What's the city in the background there? There's a city in the background. What is
Oh
it? Is
no,
that a
that's an
plane and that's it?
HDRI. Yeah, it's this thing.
Oh,
It's a
HDR.
Skydome.
Oh,
Oh no,
oh, actual geometry,
look
like
at
a
that.
plane, everything, but
Yeah.
it's geometry. Nice. Another very smart trick.
Yeah, for sure. This is the way to go for sure. Look at that.
And what's the whole graphic material right there on top? The hamburger.
Oh, let's check it out.
That's gonna be probably an emissive material with some Fresnel. Yeah.
I don't know if it is temporal anti-aliasing or what, but it's actually creating a very weird effect. I'm loving these shimmering here.
Yeah. Yeah, that
This
looks
thing is
awesome.
crazy. I think
So
this
what is
is,
that?
yeah, this thing is an actual cone
It's
with
a
an
cone?
animated
Yeah.
texture on it. Let's open it up. Let's crack it up and see.
There
All
might be
right,
some dithering happening with the. Ooh.
let's take a look here. So what is this? outer ring in a ring base view
There
cone.
it is.
This is the one. So it's this material right here. That it makes no sense because it has this, but we can change this to be a gray wireframe. Why the actual background is not changing? What? Oh,
Oh.
that was weird. All right, look at that. It's just a material that has a shimmery, a very ghostly, kind of vibe. Now, this viewport has something weird on it, and that is that it has real time off by default. So if you want to see things moving here, you need to actually turn it on. Now you can actually see it. Woo, 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 woo. Look at that. A very, very good material. You can cheaply do something like this with caustics, with volumetric effects, but not as cheap as this, for sure. All right, this is looking amazing. What about the hamburger? Look at these. It's an actual hologram material, and it is really good. It does implement a little bit of Fresnel, right? So more present on the edges and less present on the center. You have a base color for it. You have a center glow. You have an edge glow. You can change the opacity on the center. This thing is actually really, really nice.
Really good. Very good hologram material.
Yep. Yep. This thing is for sure a keeper. This is a very good thing that the artist is actually offering people. If they want to show that they are good at this thing, this is the way to go. Is these particles? What are you? Control T? What are you? Oh no, it's an actual particle. Yeah, it's in there. Look at that. Oh, it's looking cool. Now, the thing is, look at this.
Is that Cascade? I was gonna ask. Yeah.
That's Cascade.
That looked like Cascade.
You're gonna keep seeing these for a long time because the actual plugin that converts them to Niagara is very iffy. It will 90% of the chance, there is a chance that 90% of these things won't convert correctly. Or even if they convert, they will convert weirdly. They will start doing, weird stuff here and there. So, yeah, if they're...
All right, great. Awesome package.
Yeah. This thing is actually very, very good. All right, maybe we're going to be relighting this thing someday in a live. All right. So, is there somebody today in the?
Yeah, we have Brad here as
Hello,
always.
Brad.
We have Chess V. I don't know if you know that person.
Chess
V. CHEZVEE.
Maybe. People always use pseudonyms.
Acronym. Yeah.
All right,
Unless
welcome.
the real name, in
Everybody.
which case,
So
we're
for
sorry.
people that are just joining, we are checking this pack that is right now for free. It happens that with the Carpenter workshop that is offered by the Liberties Studios, there are some promotion here, and you gotta run to actually get this because they're offering this one, which I don't know, you might be interested on it, but there is this one, which is the actual Nova Burger stuff. And in 21 hours, allegedly, it's going to go away. It's not going to be for free anymore. So, move it and get this one. This one is really, really good. It's the one that we're checking out here. It is filled with very grungy kind of textures and decals. Windows textures with grime on the edges. This thing is really, really useful for sure. Again, it is a little bit gamey in terms of the actual details. So, but with a little bit of love, everything can work for whatever use that we want to give it. So, yeah, this is very nice. All right. So the other thing that I wanted to do is the next. Oh, you know what? While I prepare this, you want to show what you have been working on? With
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
All
So,
right.
share.
So Chess is saying, you don't know me, but I'm a big fan. You taught one of my friends. So I'm guessing he means you, not me, that you taught one of his friends or their friends.
All right.
But he's a big fan or they are a big fan.
All
Awesome.
right. Great. Awesome. Nice to have.
What's the name of the friend? Maybe Gabe remembers and knows if you just named. All right, let's
Don't burn
see.
him. All right. So I need to do
sharing the screen now.
this. No. All right. That's the way to go. All right. And now your screen should be there, and I can do this. And there we go. You are full screen, and you're showcasing. I'm going to be preparing something here in the shadows while you show. Look at that. So those are not particles. All right. Wait a second. Sorry. I didn't add your voice here. Give me just a second and I will fix that. Very sorry about that, people. I'm still learning about these things. So I'm bound to actually do weird stuff. All right. So I need to do these and we can go back to here and I will paste these here. And now you have a voice.
All right. Hello. Testing.
Right. Sorry about that.
Does that sound okay? I don't know.
Yeah. Now you're good.
Testing. Oh yeah, it works. I can hear it on the stream too. All right,
Sorry
cool.
about that. So I was asking you if that was particles.
You know what? I think they are, because the cloners are constantly spawning these. Now the thing is, these are actually being spawned from a static mesh.
Right.
So that's where my hesitation on saying I think they are particles. But here's the thing: it has things like this in the details panel where it mentioned particles collision.
Oh.
So not sure. Down here it says mesh renderer. That means that these are meshes. I honestly don't know.
All right.
They work very well. They are kind of performant. So right now I'm running at 80 FPS and this is spawning thousands of them as we're running.
There might be instantiated particles with a mesh.
I have no idea, honestly, what they are. But it works. It's pretty fun. So essentially what's happening here is through the motion design mode, you have the big actors are essentially a cloner actor and an effector actor. And the cloner is which spawns types of particles, and then the effector, or particle meshes, I should say. And the effector will affect them in a specific way. And what's happening here is I'm spawning a whole bunch of little spheres with an emissive material, and that's it. And then I am having an effector attached to the hand of my character, follow the hand, and with an effect called attraction force enabled, and then some curl noise, and then some vortex force. And all of those are essentially making it so the center of the effector is dragging or is attracting all of those little particles towards it.
Right.
It requires a bit more setup, but that's the basic gist of what's happening here. And since they are emissive, they actually look pretty cool in the hand of the character. They are spawning from the bones of the character because as of right now, today, this is April 14th, 2025, the socket sampling, that means getting the particles to spawn from sockets, is not working.
Oh.
This is an experimental plugin, so keep that in mind when you're working with it. It is experimental. It can and may fail. But yeah, it can do really, really cool things. As of right now, it's set up on the hand, but it could do the entire body. So if we, for example, bigger,
right,
it will now start spawning from the entire body, and it will try and be dragged into the direction of the cloner up there. But you can see how it's spawning down here. And if we were to, for example, change the animation from that one to walk, we would get something like this, which is also pretty cool if you want effect like this. And obviously, the best idea here would be to have root motion enabled on this animation, meaning that they would go forwards. And that means that now, if we go back to it, the effect is going to be... I just hate it when it does this. Just you change it, but it just doesn't want it to change. You need to just do it one more time. Are you going to work now? No, you're not. That's cute. Anyways, the idea is that with this as root motion, I know what it is. We're doing lock. That's what. Hopefully now we move. Yeah. So we get this kind of interesting effect.
Yep. So
which is pretty cool.
The only thing that I would say is that can you assign like a probability of them spawning? Because it looks like it is always from the same spot. So it leaves like a very dotty trail. And if there is a possibility of having like a randomness, so sometimes it will, spawn and sometimes it won't, you won't get that, echo effect. So it's going to be more like particles, after a character.
Yeah, there's several ways of spawning them. I think the problem with the current setup is that it's currently spawning from a mesh instead of sphere random, so you won't be getting that from the spawner itself, from the cloner itself.
Right.
We have an emission mode that's currently infinite, but I could just put this emission mode instead of infinite for intervals, for example, and that's going to mean that it's going to start doing pulses. You can see the pulses now. You already see the pulses. And the emission is instant. I could also switch it to a rate, and then the emission rate could be 0.1. Hopefully that gets us more pulses. I need to work on this. I don't really... Maybe higher rate, 10.
All right.
Yeah, it is now doing something more.
All right.
Now
All right.
Spawning a couple of them. Yeah, it just needs me to work a bit. But yeah, you can get some randomness. This is probably just that the effector is turning them into a very small size, so we can't really tell where they are. Yeah, there they go. It's leaving. He's leaving like a couple of them in the air as he goes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really fun stuff. The interesting thing about this is that it's pretty creative heavy, so you can just come in and start doing fun things by yourself, and get creative with it. It's powerful, it's intuitive, it's working, renders out correctly. I had no issues so far.
That's
pretty
important. Fun. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
That's it.
Very good. So are we expecting a video about it? Are you preparing that?
I will, yes.
All right.
Once I'm back from vacation.
All right. That seems like a very fun video for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let me present you with, let me click here. No, not there. Oh, I need to click is here. And then not there. Click there. That's it. All right. Now you should be good to go and we can come here. All right.
That's it.
So this is what I want to perform today. So I actually grabbed the contest and let me actually go and search for her with Control B. I have a copy of her that is called The Head. So I'm going to be actually assigning that one here. And this is the plan. This is what I want to try to achieve. The first thing is that these characters are great. Now we can actually have an actual control rig for them, which is nice. But I want to be able to perform facial performance, right? And it is not going to be possible with these. Like the amount of work that you're going to have to perform to actually achieve it with the amount of bones that this thing have or creating all the visamis and stuff, it's simply too much. So my plan is to convert her. The actual materials from the Paragon characters are really good, but they are getting old and they're really complex. I wish what would happen if we can convert her into a Metahuman head with Metahuman plugin. I think that would be fun. We're going to be missing a couple of the key features, maybe. I think we can paint, a bit of the makeup, but maybe we're not going to find, the same eyebrows and stuff like that. The hair, I have a plan for that. and it's gruesome, it will it involves actually scalping the character and having like a separate geometry with the hair and then attaching it with glue to the metahuman. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm still thinking that there is something that we can do with this hair. Either way, this hair is not as good. It because again, whomever packed the Paragon characters to be off and out in the world actually forgot to set up the physical asset for all the characters. And one of the things that you're going to have is that this particular hair is just cards. These are cards. And so by this time, there was no grooming asset inside Unreal Engine. And they should do a little bit of collision. But right now, that collision is completely broken because there is no physical asset underneath. So I would say that maybe an actual metahuman hair will also do good, depending on, what we get. So that being said, shall we start decapitating this character? Sadly, that is what we need to actually perform. So my guess, I think the easiest way is to actually, I don't know why I actually created like a copy of it, because we need to have like a static mesh out of her.
It would be best, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe don't, all right, just as a good measure, I'm going to have an actual copy of her. So you can see the actual issue with the hair right here, where it's actually interpenetrating a little bit of the head and the shoulders. So that thing is a lost cause. So first thing, make a static mesh of this full thing. And it's going to be inside Paragon characters. Where's the P? Procedural Paragon contest characters.
So Chess is saying you taught his friend or their friend, Brendan C. I don't know if you remember.
Carl,
Brendan
of course.
C.
Brendan Carl.
All right.
Brendan Carl was, now it's actually working for Epic. And yeah, Brendan was who, he actually said like, yeah, I have been working with this scene that is on my head, like, and I made these drawings, and the dude had like the full thing animated in a script, and I was like, everybody was like, dude, you can draw this fast and this good, and yet he was like, yeah, it's just a thing of mine that I like to do. And if I'm not mistaken, we can actually take a look, but I think that, do you remember that short that was about these, big puffy hair black girl that was on a motorcycle, and she stopped at a gas station, and then she started pumping gas, and she hears something, so she goes to the back, and then he found out a guy with a mask, and they, the thing stops in a showdown, like they both, pointing at each other. I think that was his short, and it was an amazing one. We can actually check it out. First of all, let me actually find out a way of, contest meshes. This is where I want this to be. And this is going to be contest with two S's, static mesh, and save. Now, how this is going to look? I'm wondering what is going to happen with the hair and stuff like that. So let's check it out. So here it is. Oh, it's exactly the same. Are you kidding me? Oh, hair, everything's here. That's uncanny, dude. Like, yeah, the hair is gonna be messed up because of what I was telling you, that there is no collision here. So the hair starts doing this weird. So this is the actual pose for the actual cards. But every time you turn on animation, they do that weird thing. So this makes her not that good at having hair, just because she doesn't have the physical asset. All right, so we're here. Let's actually start, removing everything that we are not gonna need. So how far down the neck do you need to have the static mesh to produce?
Nothing, just the face.
Just the face? That's the only thing that you need?
Yep, you even cut the ears off. You don't even need the ears.
Oh, wait, you know what we should actually do? We should go plugins and get the Metahuman. Oh, it's not here. So I think that is a plugin that I don't have.
From the launch.
Yeah, I should actually install it from here. So it's the
You don't
Metahuman.
have it yet?
I think I had it at some point for a particular, maybe 5.3 or something,
Mm,
but that thing was
okay.
dead and gone. So Metahuman plugin install to
Mm,
engine 5.5
yeah.
installed. So that is going to take a little bit of time. Let's go back here and bring up our modeling tools and let's start chopping. So if you tell me that I will only need the actual neck down or the face, I'm going to chop this the easiest way. And that
Boolean.
is a Boolean, exactly. So let's actually bring in an actual shape. So a cube is going to do great. Let's make it really wide. Oh, I hate when this happens, man.
You lost your gizmo?
Yeah, it happens like a couple of times a day now. I
Wow.
don't know why. Yeah, it's a thing that is happening, but it's all right. So my guess is that this is X. That is good. So I can still, manage myself. Now, I want to see, did I actually lose them? Because if I go Control and, no, it's Alt. Oh, it's Alt, yeah. So no, the actual gizmo should be there because, I can still move things with, the Alt and the arrow keys. So who knows what is happening. And now let's make it just a tiny bit taller. Let's start around here, and then we can, keep going from there on. I think we need to actually get rid of those swords also. So, yep, this is going to be a nice Boolean. All right, here we go. Bye body. Let's go modeling tools, and thank God I need to actually restart the engine so I can get back my gizmos. All right, so booleans, model, selecting the cube and then the character, and then boolean, and my guess is that is the other way around.
Opposite.
Yeah, here
There
we
you
go.
go.
Now we have a floating head with a very messy, but we're going to be able to fix this. So that's it. Let's hit accept, and now we should remove the hair. So for that, we're going to go tree mesh, tree select, and let's do a bit of here,
I
a
will
bit
try
of there.
material selection.
There is a material selection.
Yeah, once you clicked on expand to materials, a little lower, a little higher.
Oh,
There you go.
oh
There you
no,
go.
no. It
Yeah. Now make sure that you may have selected a couple of
all right. Let me check it out.
faces by mistake, but make sure you just select.
So
Yep. And now expand
expand
to
to material.
material.
Oh, look
There
at
you go.
that. That is great. And now we can delete. And
Delete.
now that is gone.
Yeah.
Very
Perfect.
good. And you know
You
what?
can do the same with the
Everything
neck.
down here actually fixed itself. So, all right.
You probably do the
First,
same thing with the neck too.
let me fix this. Give me just a second. This is the near clip plane. Let's set it to 1. That is great. And so we don't need eyelashes and all that stuff and the eyebrows also.
Nope. Just facial structure.
All right, so let me get these tiny. So I'm going to select just one and expand to materials. That is nice. Delete. 1, expand to materials, delete. Oh, it's gone on the other side. The actual eyes of this character we don't need also, or do we?
It doesn't matter. It's not going to hurt. We need the eyes.
All right, let's keep that then.
No, the eyes, we need them. Yeah.
So I'm going to hit accept as it is. So now we have a result. And this thing needs to go because I think this is going to create an issue. So
I
let's
don't
actually
think. I don't
do
think
that.
it will. If you want, it's easy to remove, but I don't think it will.
So what is happening?
You clicked on the
Oh,
sky.
yeah.
You're modifying the sky.
Yeah, I was trying to select something from the skydome. All right. Why you sometimes do that? That is, it's all right. I can click here and do by. Yep, and delete. And I think that's it. We have, maybe if I do this. All right. That is not bad. And about here. All right. I'm gonna keep this as it is. Do you
Yeah,
think this full head will work?
it should be fine. Yes.
She's kind of anime, right? Look at that
Yeah.
skull, man. Well, they need to actually account for the volume of the hair, so they don't need to actually put so much hair in. So my guess is that's why we have this awful looking skull.
What you may want to do is center the pivot point before we leave the modeling tools.
Center?
Yeah, I'll put it on the bottom, and anywhere that's not where it is right now.
All right. So let's put it bottom.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, that is going to be fine.
That's fine.
All right. So let's check it out. Oh my God, where is this thing? This thing close itself up? Install plugins. Oh, there it is. It's actually running. So that is good. I will need to actually restart Unreal Engine because I don't think that thing is going to be here. Metahuman? No, it's not going to be here. All right, let's do something. Let's save this. Let's close it. Save everything. And let's restart. And if I'm not mistaken, it's this one. All right, let's do this. We're going to have a contest Metahuman. I'm wondering what it's going to do Metahuman with her face, because her face is very feminine. And to tell you the truth, females in Metahumans are very manly. I don't think that they actually get it right, the shape of a jaw and a couple of other details. But let's see how that goes. All right, let's go here. It should be in the contest map. And here we go. All right, so now she's here. Maybe this thing is going to be here again. Metahuman. Oh, no, it's not here. Ah, well. Yeah, restart. That is good. All right. Here we go. My goal is to at least have the face. You know, the head already converted to a metahuman.
Yeah. So what we're probably going to end up doing is that neck piece that we deleted, that's going to be critical to hide that seam between the head and the body of the countess.
Oh, yeah.
What I would do, though, is figure out which body type of metahuman would fit her body best. And you could even just do a weight transfer rather than using the body and attaching the head through an attachment. You could even just do the full weight transfer that we've been doing this last couple of weeks. And maybe that works better. Yeah, for the body. So then you get the control rate for the metahuman, and then the head is already attached.
So
that could be one thing.
We're going to be needing this one. So instead of being the countess head, it's going to be headless. No, because
yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
at least hairless, right? Because to perform like a good.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. No head and no neck and no hair. The neck we need and we want, but everything else, the swords need to go. The hair needs to go.
Yeah, the swords
and the head needs
dumb to be here. Like we can attach those with a.
Yeah, later on, and we also need to pose her to the A pose that the metahumans had, and not this A.
Right.
Let's do the face first and see if that helps.
Let's start here. So now I have everything here. So now I can go. Is that a mode? No, it's a
no. You go where the asset is, where the static mesh is for the face. So we create the identity right there. So right click anywhere in the empty on the content browser.
Oh wait, this thing it's in an awful.
It's in the wrong spot.
Yeah, let me actually fix that. Very easy. So let's open up these and let's drop that on meshes. Move. Cool. Now it's good. Just for good measure, let me fix redirectors Oh, it's good. All right. That's perfect. Now, you know what? You actually have something in your hand when you told me that I should actually measure these with a Metahuman. I do have the gas stuff here. So if I search here for skeletal meshes, we should have these. So what female is going to do the best face? Should I know that before we go?
No. There's no. No, for face, no. What I meant was proportions for the body. Which one is going to be the closest?
All right.
So when we do the weight transfer,
we can check that later then. All right.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
We don't need anything right now. We just need to go into an empty space where this asset is in content browser, right click anywhere in the empty, and Metahuman animator. No, anywhere in the empty. It's a new asset. We need to create a new asset.
All right.
So Metahuman animator, which is down there, or find identity. There it is, Metahuman identity.
All right.
And then name it whatever you want.
Countess. And
then we open it up.
Let's go.
And then in the top left, it says create components, not add. And then from mesh, and we will find her face.
Actually rename that thing, no? Right? Because it cannot be Boolean something. Yeah. Countess head. And let's do prefix SM. And then, oh my God. You can do it, Gabriel. No, you can't. You are too dumb. That's right. That is good. Now we don't need those prefix now that we have these wonderful searches. It makes no sense to have an SM in front of this. All right. Create components from mesh. Countess head. Double.
All right. No, just once. Let's see what happens.
It's thinking too much.
No, it's fine.
All right. It's here.
Right. So problem number 1.
It's facing the other way, right?
It's on the side, but it should be okay.
Right.
All right. So from here,
we can actually fix it with the
we can try. We are just going to promote frames to.
Wait, why is that? Oh yeah, it's Y4. That is wrong. Why did it actually? Oh, because these. All right. Wait. Yeah, I'm in local. What is normal then? Yeah, normal is Y front. So why this thing is... All right, I trust you. Tell me what to go.
So now, if I recall correctly, we need to start promoting a frame for tracking. And then we need to first add a face part to the Metahuman identity by using add and add face. So if we have a face...
Under what?
So we have a face. If you click on the face...
Yeah.
At the bottom of the screen where there's a blue little icon at the very bottom of the viewport, there should be one to the left that's a plus icon, right?
All right.
And it says promote. It's not active. And then it says, what is it saying there? Select the post in the Metahuman identity.
Can you do that with a static mesh face and not a Metahuman face?
Well, that's the process. We first promote frames for the tracking, and then it'll do the identity from there.
Oh, all right.
And then do the rest. So then, what is it asking you to do?
To enable this option, select a pose in the Metahuman identity parts tree view.
All right. Pose. So pose
in the top left. Pose. Now I can.
Okay, there we go.
So I
promote.
Click
here.
Yep. Current promoted frame will be set as front view. All right.
Yep.
Good. All right, we have brows. We have the actual curves, brows, eyes, lips, and everything.
It did not work. Correct.
It did not work because we're not actually seeing this, right?
Yes, we should be seeing like the little symbols on her face.
Right.
Like green, but we don't see it. No, that's fine. Track markers active frame on the middle, right there, right on top of your mouse where you were a second ago.
Here.
It says track markers active frame. Click on that.
Oh.
There we go. Okay, it did work. Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
Oh.
Good.
My machine is dying, or I can. Oh, now that
it's
I'm
fine,
here.
Because it turns it into like a 2D plane, and now you're able to fix it yourself. I don't think it needs really fixing. I think it did a good job.
Yeah. Yep. I think there's something weird here. So Can I turn this off and try it again?
Yes, you can, and then move back into the other position that you wanted to.
Oh, all right.
There we go. Oh, is it not letting you rotate?
Nope.
Okay, then I think you can click on the frame down there. There's a big blue bar that says frame. I think you click on that, maybe move away. No. Ooh,
All right, this is gonna be the first try. Let's do something.
it's just a test.
Let's do a
now,
copy job right now. And
yeah,
then
I think it'll do
with
great
more
anyways.
time, and I can actually try it like a second. Give it a second go and see how.
Metahuman identity solve all the way in the middle, top of the viewport. There's a new button right next to it. Yep, just click on that boy and let's get it running and let's see what happens.
So wait a minute, you can do this from a picture? No, it needs to have some sort of mesh, right?
No, it needs a 3D mesh. I don't think a picture will do the trick.
Right.
Yeah. So now that we've done that, it did the solve, and we now have a new button that says Mesh to Metahuman.
All right.
And now we're able to auto rig using skeletal mesh only, or auto rig with skeletal mesh and the full Metahuman, which will send it to Metahuman Creator. I only use the second one, so I don't know what the first one does, but it's probably going to tell you on the.
No body type preset is, but I don't care because in the end I'm going to just use the head. So should I hit go?
So if you don't want the body, then just do the first option and it will create a skeletal mesh of just the head, I think.
No body type.
No, it still needs a body type.
On body part. Where is body part?
So where it says body down there, pick one body type. And this is where we probably should go back and check with the viewport or just test one of them. This is a test.
I think she's
just go and test.
I think she's going to be the medium one. Let's actually check, but I don't think she's going to be the small one. So let's go here, skeletal mesh. And so now let's actually decipher the lingo. So female, medium, overweight. No, this is the normal. So I think it's this one. It's the female, medium, normal body mocap.
Yeah.
I think
I think it's tall.
God, she's
tall.
She's a giant.
She's tall.
I don't think we're gonna find like an actual metahuman for her size.
Check the tall one. There's a tall version.
Yeah, let's see. We have the female. Oh, this is the underweight.
Underweight or normal weight, but tall.
No, look at that. She's towering over.
All right, it's fine though. We just pick whatever body type then.
But you know what? She's in heels, so we can actually maybe if she gets down the hill, she's gonna be like the smallest one.
Mm-hmm.
He's jumping in a parachute of those boots. All right.
Yeah, so we can scale her after.
Now we know that we should actually pick the tall. But the actual height should be the highest, and it's gonna be the. I don't think she's on the underweight side. She looks muscular, so let's go with this one. All right, now this is selected, and now we can go.
Now we should have the ability to
and click
either or. Yep.
There we go.
And there we go.
All right, so now I need to proceed with this stupid thing that I need to always do. This is a thing where you don't trust yourself and you use actual password managers, and they're going to be giving you the hardest, password ever device. That is impossible to actually set your mind around it. So you're just, doing this all the time, right? And that's it. And now, of course, it's going to send the dual authentication stuffy stuff. There we go. 100 a day. But that is good. And boom, here we go. Waiting for Metahuman backend. So these could last, who knows, right?
If I recall correctly, mine wasn't that long. It might take 5 minutes. It's not. I don't think it's gonna take 20 minutes, but it might take between 5 and 10.
Should I save this asset, right?
Sure. Yeah, save it.
Oh no,
if it lets you.
Oh no, it's actually.
Oh. Well, maybe you already got it.
The skeletal mesh with the embedded Metahuman DNA is now available in your content browser. A Metahuman is also available in the Creator and Bridge. That's it.
Yep.
No way.
Yep. I mean, test it. Well, first, I would say let's take a look at it and see if
No
it did something
way.
good.
No way. Oh my God.
So
Wait.
your content browser has a Metahuman now, according to this.
Metahumans. So I
Should be in
actually
Metahuman
have
folder.
more than one metahuman to have Gavin. No, she's not here.
Maybe new folder.
Where?
Do you have any filters on or anything?
No.
Check outside of the Metahumans folder. Maybe there's a new Metahuman folder. There's
Metahumans.
Metahumans. Is there no identity, my Metahuman identity or something like that?
No.
No. And then inside Metahumans, you're saying there's only Gavin, right?
Only Gavin. Yep.
All right. Yeah. Send it out to
Oh,
Bridge
wait a
and
minute.
let's see
Let's
if she's in
Bridge.
Bridge. And of course, this is going to ask you to log in again.
But of course, my friend, who do you think I am? Are you a human? The machine asked. All right, so metahumans. Am I logged in? I'm not.
No, you're not.
Why would I?
Oh, it did. I think it did it automatically. Yeah, it did.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm here.
All right, so now my Metahumans. And let's see. Oh, there she is. Yeah. She's being uploaded.
Oh, I think that you need to actually download her. All right. So should I open it in Metahuman Creator just to check?
I think yes. Yeah,
right,
I think it's going to be the best.
But
she is there, so it did work.
Guess what?
It's Johnny.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
Oh my Lord.
To log to Metahuman Creator.
It's so bad. Holy.
God. Oh, the nice thing is that this thing will autocomplete. But it needs to actually send me another confirmation email.
Of course.
Second one of the night. All right. Yeah, very good. The silliest thing is that I'm using this weird name on my account because I was actually hacked from my original.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I have that weird name. Nowadays it's good, but the dude that was trying to hack me actually sent so many tries to actually access the thing. So I got like a bombardment of messages on my mail saying like, someone, you're trying to enter your stuff. Like this is your number and stuff. So I started blocking the thing until he stopped. But yeah, I actually had to use like a new Unreal Engine identity because of that. And it happens to be a guy that I was helping online. Like he had an actual issue and I was helping him. We jumped into a video and my guess is that he saw that I have like a few things acquired in that account.
Oh,
and from
wow.
then on, his work in life was to hack my account, which is weird. But yeah.
How did you figure out it was him?
Because the dude actually stopped responding to any of my, mails and stuff. And yeah, I think it was him. But yeah. All right, here we go. No, it's
Oh,
not
God.
that bad. No, it's not that bad. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right.
What is going on with the eyes?
I think there's something weird around here with the. All right. So stop the button.
Oh, shader compilation. That's what's happening. It's fine. It's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Compiling.
stop the.
Oh, because it's giving her hair. It's trying to get there.
All right. All right. Let's actually compare.
I love how she was like, her mouth was open a little bit in the image. So the Metahuman has.
Yeah, and she actually has this upside down green. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when people are happy with their mouth, turning upside down.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one is not really accomplished here, but yeah, sort of.
I mean, there's a lot of changing on the structure of her face due to the makeup.
Right.
So once we start getting more makeup on her, and the color of the eyes, obviously, also probably wants to change. Oh, we didn't do any side promoting
The
of
nose
frames.
is not that bad. It's really on point.
Yeah, but we forgot doing. You can do promote frames for the sides. I forgot about that.
Oh,
To
right.
then do the earlobes and whatnot, so it fits better. For a test, I think it did actually a very good job.
Oh, yeah. I'm loving this. All right. So now I can actually give
So
her like some sort of, this thing's still preparing shaders.
it's still doing shaders, yeah.
All right. But, um, so what?
Assign.
Oh, all right. You need to actually
Yep.
assign it. Yeah, as wide as they come. So, yeah. No, we need to be even wider than this.
I think you're not gonna get it.
No, right?
I think you're gonna have to desaturate it in Unreal itself.
What is the contrast then? Huh.
I don't know.
All right. So, look at this. No, it's not that. She looks like, without the makeup, she looks very human. Like she's like very, tough with all the warm makeup on. But
Hmm.
this is like a very human version of that
Change
character.
the eye color. That's gonna make it be look like super
All right,
closer
let's
to
do
what
that.
she is.
So let's go eyes, and I think she's kind of,
It's like an amber-ish.
yeah, either these, maybe.
Yeah, we're not gonna get something that clear.
Yeah,
Like she's a
I'm gonna
little
go with this
alien.
one for now.
Yeah.
All right, this is good. All right, let's try the actual hair. What is the
Well,
longest and straightest of? All right, not bad, not bad,
not terrible.
not bad. This one, not a, nope, nope.
I mean, that one, if you could chop it off, which I think you can nowadays, but I haven't tried it.
I think we can
This
work
one
with
is the
that
closest for sure. Yeah.
for sure, and we can do a little bit of the, of the red accents and stuff at the tip, so that is
Hmm.
gonna work best. All right, I'm loving this. Um,
Makeup. Let's go for makeup.
let's go.
Make her look
Makeup
exactly, or at least close to. Oh, foundation. There we go.
foundation.
That's where we make her a little paler, right? I think the opposite. Yeah,
Intensity,
yeah.
no roughness,
I
and
don't even know what. Oh God, no, that's too much.
all right. Eyes,
There we go. There we
very
go.
heavy. As
Heavy.
yeah,
Oh God, that looks awful. That one
no,
is better, but higher intensity.
yeah. Where's that?
Very black.
No,
Is there no?
transparency. Oh, like
Oh,
that.
there we go. Wow. Okay. There we go. There we
Yeah.
go.
Metalness. Yeah, why not?
Nice.
All
Can you
right.
stack?
Lips.
You can't stack, right?
What is the difference between these three?
Uh,
Hollywood,
Hollywood,
Cupid,
Cupid, and
natural.
Natural.
Mm,
The difference is absolutely nothing.
nothing at all. So yeah,
Ooh,
but she's like the brightest red that
reddest,
you can
the
find.
reddest of. Oh God, I think you need some roughness in there.
I think it's a little bit like this. Yeah, kind of. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Not that bad. Eyebrows. Can I? Is there a way?
There is eyebrows, so different eyebrows.
Blush, eyes.
Can you can't stack more than one, right? No, you can't. Oh, there it is. Yeah,
All
that
right.
one, or
Here we
yeah,
go.
yeah, that looks close.
No, these. I think. Yeah. No.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Details. All right, you can actually make them. Nope. Makeup. Oh yeah, it's like the. Yeah.
Yeah, they use makeup to like
As
paint.
far as can go.
Yeah.
Eyelashes.
There we go. Strong eyelashes. There we go. That's
And
better now.
yeah. Not that bad. Not that bad. We're getting there. She's looking more and more like Barbie 666. I don't know if you have. She is the girlfriend of the dude that sings in that band. What is the name of it?
Oh no.
Oh
What
my
is
god.
this?
Yeah, you need to actually search her. Barbie
I
666.
am terrible. I don't want to see this.
She's an actual boxer.
Mhm.
Like she's a model, but also boxes like for life, and it's weird.
Mhm.
All right, look at this.
So I don't think we're gonna get freckles. You can add. Countess actually has freckles.
Yeah,
You can see
right.
the freckles. I don't think. Maybe they're not freckles. Maybe they're paint, the red paint.
So on makeup, I don't think they're gonna be able to do the. Oh yeah,
No, 100%.
but with
Skin, freckles for the skin. Yeah.
skin, we can go accents and we can go here. Can we give her like a full redness
Mm,
saturation? What is happening?
no, nothing is happening.
Maybe because
I
of
think it.
the very tough foundation that we had.
Yes, I think that's what it is.
Oh, look at that. Not
Oh,
even.
it's gonna cover the freckles too.
All right, let's go. Let's
Makeup,
go back to makeup.
3 under skin.
Yeah.
Foundation, it's currently at ooh.
Yeah, now I can see the thing, right? But there is no way of actually making the actual
No,
um
no, a red blend you're
painting.
not gonna get. You're gonna have to do that in Unreal.
Yeah. So roughness, I think, is here. No, not that. These. I think roughness is this. How glossy the face is.
Yep.
All right. No, I think this is good. An accent. So let's actually go back here and do like a full redness, full saturation. Will that work? Maybe. What about here?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, this is as far as we're gonna get. For sure, we're gonna have to actually paint the texture outside of Unreal Engine. So I don't care too much.
Mhm.
She looks like a younger self of her toughened, adult face here for some reason.
I would remove the redness. I would leave her normal, like a
Yeah,
normal face.
yeah.
Because that's gonna introduce more problem. Yeah, there we go. And then I would try and get the bangs on the hair to be red, like the tips of the hair to be
We
red, and
can
I
do
would
that.
call it that. I think that's good
Yeah.
enough because everything else is then just lowering the saturation on the skin color and
The,
then getting that red mask
the hair on the
on.
Metahuman will bring up all these controls. So you can still
Exactly.
change things like coloring, makeup, and stuff like that. You can actually do from Unreal Engine once you export.
In the instance. Okay, fair enough.
Now, I'm afraid of actually showing her body without the. All right, what if? Can I actually go
Without
body
tops, go to tops, and it's gonna
Let's
put it.
add like a
Oh,
fast top on these. And yeah, put something that is good. And no, you
I
can
would
stay
actually.
with these. Yeah,
I
we
would
can stay with
actually
these.
recommend that you import her into Unreal without any clothes. So
Oh,
you have the. It's really not going to change anything, but I
yeah.
think it's going to be better to have her without clothes.
All right.
I mean, if you want to be safe for future lives, and then she's
Let's
wearing
do
at
it.
least something, that's
No,
fine.
I thought
But
that she was going to be a little bit more, nude, but it's not nude.
no, no.
All right, so this is good. It's going to be the tall, this one, because this one
Yep.
is too thin, I'm guessing. And no, this thing is
No, wow, that's too
very
much.
underweight. Now this head scale is going to be a thing. I think that I'm going to have to actually go back and forth a little bit because he is very.
Remember that
She
we're
has
gonna
like a
switch
very
the body.
large
We're gonna
head.
switch the body completely. It doesn't matter.
Just as a good measure, I'm going to do these. I'm just going to add just a tad of a bigger head. So I don't know. Let's call it 5.5 and let's see how that goes. Done. I'm done with this. So let's go my metahumans back here and let's export. Send it to now it needs to how it's called? Prepare her. Oh yeah, we didn't saw her moving around. This is gonna be wild. I love the fact that it left the mouth half open.
The gap.
I think that is gonna be very tough when we start animating.
Yep.
But I don't know. You know, she is like that. Like she is these. So
Yep.
my guess is that it's gonna be all right. She looks like the younger sister of the contest. All right, so this is good. So now if I go here and I go to my metahumans, there she is, and I can download her. She doesn't need to be prepared. This is very cool. I remember the days where as soon as you finish something in MetaHuman Creator, it will need to prepare it. And the first time that you download, it's going to take like very long into actually downloading it. But it doesn't say anything about preparing. All right, so this is done for now. So bye-bye. You are good. And now we simply need to wait. While we wait, let's actually do the deheading of this skeletal mesh, shall we? So, a couple of things. Oh, you mentioned that we should actually have her pose in a metahuman so we can then do the
transfer of weights.
Transfer of weights. So let's do that. I think that is going to be the safest. So let's put that over there. And this one is good, right? This went perfect.
It's safe.
Thank
so
you. Thank
we
you
did it
much.
already. We don't need to do anything.
All right. So this is good. And let's pose her. So to pose her, we need to...
You probably want to do a copy first and delete the swords because they're going to be annoying AF.
Yeah, for sure. So here we go. This is the SM contest head, which is not going to be head. It's going to be actual headless. That's good. And let's remove those swords first of all. So let's open these. Oh no, you told me that this should be an actual static mesh.
No, because we need her to be posed, so we can't make her a static mesh yet.
Yeah. Right. So the first thing is go to model, and let's go. No, it's in mesh.
No, it's model.
It's model, right? Do you have the? How can
I don't think it's gonna have polygroups, but try selection, try edit.
Oh, here it is. All right.
Yep. It's not going to let you.
They do have their own material. So if we select something out of these, it should be fine.
You need to enable a C-bar. It's not going to let you select them because the quantity of vertices that she has is too much for the default of the engine. So you're going to need to enable a C-bar.
All right. So do you remember a few names of it?
It says it right there. It says polyedit.edge.limit.
Okay, poly.
Or something like that. I don't know. It says it right there.
Edge limit. So maximum here is 60,000, and you can take it as far as 123,000.
Yes.
Right, let's put 150 and 3 zeros. And maybe
I don't know if she is less than that. That's the problem.
No, it says the mesh has 123,000.
Okay. Yeah.
And I set it to be 150, if I'm not mistaken. No, I set up 150. How many is this?
150 and 3 zeros.
Yeah. So what gives?
Maybe switch the tool on and off. So cancel and then click on again.
Why why don't we actually set up a metahuman and see how far she is from the shape? Maybe she's on top, maybe she's already good.
Okay. It's not gonna be even close.
You think so?
But yep. Look at the arms span from the left or right.
All right, let's see. Let's go gas. All right, here we go. Skeletal meshes. Tall, female, normal body. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's do this. She 0, 0, 0. Then you 0, 0, 0. Now let's go bigger. No, she's not even close. You're right. Oh, look at these. It's not. The actual pose is not that bad. It's not that bad. How is this situation going? 13%. That is.
It's going to take possibly an hour to download, by the way.
You think so?
Yes.
Oh, that's no bueno. Look at those buttocks of those metahumans. Those are, very trained kind of buttocks. All right, that's me. She should be tiny feet, dude. What is that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, these are some ñames, they say in my country. These are full ñames.
Mm-hmm.
Ñames are patatas. Yeah. Here we go. All right, not that bad. Maybe around here.
The metahuman, you shouldn't be moving the metahuman. You should be moving the static mesh once it's posed.
Oh.
And then the final step before you scale the static mesh and you move it to whatever size and whatever you need to resend the pivot point to 0. If you move the metahuman, when the translation it gets done, there's going to be a problem. So the final 0 position of your new countess needs to be the one matching the metahuman, not the other way around.
All right.
Both in scale and in position and a pose.
All right. Look at this. We got it.
Yeah, we got it.
I
Holy.
just had to restart the persona editor.
Yep.
Oh my God, this thing is. Do we have the same thing that we had before here, like grow weld to select?
You can probably those are triangle edits, selection actions. No, we don't.
Is there something else that is?
There's polygroup selection. You could recreate all the polygroups and then
simplify, remesh, project, jacket. Huh. No, I think like this is the only way.
The only other way is polygroup edits.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a Boolean.
No, that's not.
The only other way is polygroup edit, but you'll need to recreate the polygroup. Oh, she has polygroups. Maybe?
All right.
No, she doesn't. Yeah, you'll need to recreate the polygroups for that to work.
All right.
So, and that's done. I think that's done in Mesh.
Where Mesh?
Mesh in the category right below the one that we have right now.
Oh, here?
Yep.
Polygroups?
No. So check in with the form. One of the categories has the generate polygroups. Not that one. Not that one. Probably not. And generate polygroups.
All right. So no, it should be from maybe UVs.
UV islands. Yes, that's going to be the best.
Is there one for materials?
No, there's not.
Normals.
The geometry doesn't know which.
Right.
There we go.
This is not that bad. All
yep.
Right. This is doable. All right, good. So let's hit accept. And let's now go to mesh. Model. And let's go triangle edit.
No. Polygroup edit now.
Polygroup edit. You are right.
Yep.
So now I can select this.
Yeah. And delete.
Delete. Can I use delete with my keyboard? No.
I don't think you can.
Why? Right? Why?
Why? Because this is the shittiest tool that they have created in Unreal.
So it should be, where's the delete thing here?
Faces.
Extrude faces? Say what?
Delete faces all the way to the top. The fourth one, pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah, right there,
there
right
it
there.
is.
Yep.
Yeah, great. So now you're gone. Now you're gone. Now you're gone. You are gone. And you are gone. Why is not deleting anymore? Oh, all right. This is a
Awful.
little bit weird, right?
It is awful.
All right. We need to try. We need to give our best.
I think you have the other tool enabled at the same time, and it's giving all those red errors at the top. So hit cancel or accept.
Yeah, I'm gonna accept.
Yeah, accept because you deleted a couple.
All right. Now
And
it's
now
working.
just enable poly edit. Oh no, it's still
No,
doing the same
it's
thing.
still
All
there.
right, fair
It's
enough.
still there. All right. Oh my God! Don't move. Yeah, that memory stupid thing is there, and it's giving me a hard time. All right. Can I do something like this? No, there is no way of actually selecting
Nope.
more than one stuff at a
Nope.
time.
Nope. This is the worst tool that Unreal Engine gave us.
Yeah, the polygroup edit for the skeletal mesh.
The entire thing. The modeling tools are they're just really bad. Really, really bad.
I mean, they're getting there, but
Yeah, but they've been getting there for like 5 years now.
yeah, you know what? There is one guy who used to work at Epic doing the skeletal meshes. Oh, sorry,
I
the
think
modeling tools.
I think
And
they're selecting vertices. It's not deleting any.
oh, let me actually do this then. So now I should only be selecting faces, but who knows how many faces? Whatever I'm trying to select here, there are. So this is very hard. Believe me, it's not as
It's
easy
really annoying.
as you think it is. All right.
Oh
It would
no.
be nice if I could actually hit delete. Oh, there are
Yep.
too many things here. This
Yep.
is
Those are all
really
separated
horrible.
by
Yep.
UVs. Oh no.
All right, let me click and see if I can. No, why do you do that? Don't. All right, don't. No, now
One
it's.
more. One more mesh. One more mesh.
You believe so?
Yep.
All
There
right,
we go.
now I think it's okay. Now, what about this thing here? All right, let's do delete faces. And how many
Still
more
more.
of these, dude? All right, and you, of course, delete faces. Even more.
Yep.
Delete faces. All right, one sword down.
Mm-hmm.
How complex this thing could be. This thing has like roses. Like this dude, like it was like we need a sword, and he was like, "Yeah,
How many?
let me at it. I will set up a school with roses, surrounding the school." And they did were like, "Do you remember this? It's just a game, dude. It's just a game. Nobody's gonna
No
see
one
that."
is gonna see the roses while
Yeah, he was
playing the
like, "No,
game.
one more rose, and this is gonna be the best sword of any game that no one would ever see."
Yep.
There we go. Oh my God, the inner parts of the roses. Let's go. Let's go. Let's click. It's gonna be done at some point. No, I was not even near that hand. I will let you know.
Mm-hmm.
That thing was. Oh my God, what is going on?
Might be lagging terribly.
No, sometimes when you are around here, like it will try to do that. All right. All right. We're getting there. A couple here, a couple there, a couple
The
everywhere.
textures are really good, by the way.
Oh no, that is undeniably like the Paragon characters are amazingly shaded. The way that they actually apply those, that is one of the biggest secrets of these characters that I would actually we should actually take a look at that right now because that thing is really amazing.
Delete the faces before we go.
Yeah. Let's go. One more. You can do it, Gabriel. Just a couple of more clicks. And yeah, there's one rose. the dude that created all these roses might have like an itchy butt right now. Like, what? My butt is so itchy. Someone is stealing my roses. All right, that's it. Let's hit accept. All right,
And save.
and save.
Save.
Let's go.
Okay.
So now she doesn't have swords, which is amazing. All right, let me show you this thing. The way that they actually created this, first of all, a huge experiment that someone with a lot of time or on their hands should actually try to do at some point in their lives is to get all the Paragon characters downloaded. And there is a one big deal here. So you can see that this thing says Paragon Countess, but if you go inside, you have characters and FX. This same thing it's common for all the different Paragon characters. So you could, in theory, bring this out somewhere and you could keep on piling them on, on the same folder. And the thing is that here you're going to find things like the materials, but there is something even more important than the materials, and I'm going to show you what it is. So these are the actual materials. So if we go and browse to that, and let's go a little bit back, you're going to find the layers. Oh, this is it. So look at these. You have like different layers, right? These are material material functions. And you're going to find things for metals and latex. So you have the actual latex material for the Countess, and it's right here. This is amazing. And the way that they do it was by creating all of these different sort of material material functions with the plain materials that we're going to use, and then they would mask it. So they actually import tons of masks into Unreal Engine, and they will separate it. A couple of I think the latest Unreal Tournament characters were shaded like this also, and it's like the best way of doing this. So the shaders in these characters are not that huge, so you're not going to have too much of these. But if you actually start downloading more and more of these Paragon characters, you're going to find out that you're going to have like leather, and you can have like fabrics, and you can have like tons of these material functions. And there are great to actually use like for your own. Like if you want a very good coal material, here you go. This thing is already packed for you, and you can use it and see it, as a material function. And take a look at the actual material of this card.
It's a great library, yeah.
Yep. All right, I'm fed up with Unreal Engine being this low, so sadly I'm going to have to actually restart it. Yeah, once you start with the memory stuff, there is nothing you can do about it. There we go.
No way back.
So yeah, the characters are very, very well shaded, and they look really, really awesome. So the only thing that they need is a new face and a control rig, and you're going to have the best character to actually have fun animating, doing something cinematics with it. That's
the character I was showing with the particles on his hand, that is future King Sun Wukong, which is one of the Paragon characters. And I actually post him and then scaled his head and whatnot to fit a metahuman, and I did the full body weight transfer. So it is a metahuman actual body.
All right. That's amazing. Yep. All right. Here we go. Now Unreal Engine is not as poopy pants.
Oh, did you see that a second ago? The swords? The LODs.
Oh, yeah. I actually did it from one LOD, but I don't care because in the end, I just need this one to post. So
we don't care.
Fine. So let's go. Let's actually open this up. Control E. And now let's do root, and let's add a new socket. And now this root socket, we're going to right click and do, you know what? Sometimes it is there or sometimes it's here. I don't know why. Like sometimes it's right click here and right click here. It will give you different options. So this is the one that we need. Create mesh socket.
No, it was preview. It was right below it.
Oh, yeah.
Add preview asset.
Oh, that's right. So this is going to be, but we need an actual static mesh, right? or can we add?
Nope.
No, it
No,
can be
you
anything.
can.
So we
Yeah,
need
yeah.
female
F.
F underscore
It's F underscore NRW for normal weight.
NRW.
Underscore.
No, it's already.
Oh, it's tall. I think it's tall first and then normal weight. F underscore tall.
Underscore F underscore tall.
No.
Oh, you're right. Is F underscore tall.
tall. No?
Underscore
Okay, just
normal
find
weight.
it in the content browser. I don't know. I've forgotten.
F underscore.
And then scroll down, yeah.
Yeah, here it is. It should be tall. Why is not tall? Short? Oh, it's just one L. Tall
Yeah.
underscore and
NRW.
all right, so we should be around here. We go. This is the. What is the difference between these two?
You have two of them at the same time. That's all. There's no difference. They're in different folders in your project.
One is in Metahuman common. Oh, really? Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Because I did this for you. Yeah. That's why. No, it's all right. Everything is good. So this one, I actually swapped the skeleton. So this skeleton is the Metahuman skeleton. This one is for the gas stuff. All right. So this is good. So the first thing is to actually now set her around the same height, which I believe this is going to be more than good enough, maybe. Yeah, let's eyeball it. It's going to be fine. So now we need to close these. Pelvis is good. Hip. And then we're going to go spine and spine 3. Yeah. All right, here we go. So upper arm. Is this good? We need to actually have these 5 degrees.
I would say that's fine. I would just bend from the other one.
Lower arm.
Yes.
Right. So 4 times.
Yeah, the length is just.
Is this gonna work? I don't think so.
No, the Metahuman needs to be scaled bigger. I don't think it's big enough. Or pushed back. I don't know. You're gonna, the proportions may not fit correctly. For Sang Wukong, I had to scale several parts of him to fit correct. Maybe she has shorter forearms than the Metahuman, or maybe the tall Metahuman is not the correct one, and maybe we want the medium Metahuman that has smaller forearms. So now it comes down to finding which one is the best fit for her.
All right. Let me remove this one.
Oh yeah, good luck, by the way.
Removing this?
Mm-hmm. Good luck.
Oh, you can do
it. I beat you. Good luck.
Come on.
Yeah, I tried it, man. I tried it for hours.
The full socket? All right.
It does not work.
Look at that. All right.
It just sucks.
No. Right click here. Preview asset. Dang it. All right, let's do it. F underscore tall.
Yeah.
Underscore.
No, not tall. No. Not tall.
Normal.
Medium. MED. Med.
Underscore N. Now we're here. All right, let's try this one. So let's go big. All right. Maybe even a little bit shorter.
The opposite has to be bigger.
Let me check I think we should match the shoulder.
The shoulder blades needs to match.
All right.
It's not gonna be perfect, yeah.
So you could actually made it work with the fingers and
I
everything?
could. For Sun Wukong, I did, yeah. I spent a little time doing some modeling tools and pulling on some of the edges and the arms and whatnot. But yeah,
Right.
I could. What I did was once
Now,
yeah, no, I don't remember.
one
But
one thing is gonna be the next. What if I want to keep her body because I have the animations
yeah,
for
the
her body?
animation. Yeah.
I could do that, right? I could set
Yep.
up the metahuman face
Yep.
into her neck and cut it down. So I'm gonna do
Yep.
that, at least in this version.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I do have an actual, or I could actually create a control rig for this character without too
Yes.
many issues because I could
Yep.
retarget, and I think it's gonna be a-okay.
Yeah, the modular rig will work.
So what I actually need to do is remove the head from this character and
Yes.
all the hair and everything from
Remember, we
these.
removed the sword, so you may want to start over with a fresh
Oh no
copy
no no
with the
no! I
sword.
want her without swords. I want to add
Okay.
those swords. Maybe I'm gonna later on actually delete the body and keep one sword.
Okay.
No, I could actually do that from this. I could create like a static mesh version and then extract
Yep.
the swords, one
Yep.
sword, and
Yep.
then yeah.
What I'm saying is the animations run with her with the swords, and if you take them off, then you're gonna have to reattach them. It's the
Oh
same thing.
yeah, but you know what? I might not be using her for any sort of game. It's gonna be cinematics. So having the control over where do I want those swords out
Hmm.
or stored is gonna be more of a a thing that I can animate in sequencer. All right, so let's go. We should have the actual polygroups here also for things like the hair.
Yep.
Why
Good luck.
why is this?
Check if there's two buttons to the right of what you just click. You see how there's two other buttons? You just click the vertices, edges, and faces.
All right.
And then there's two other buttons. What are those?
Oh no, those are for loops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
if you
thought
want
it
to
may
do
have
like
been like
loops
full
this way
selection.
or loops this way.
Try Control Alt for marquee selection. It didn't do anything, right?
No, it's no
Try
marquee
that on
selection.
a not in the perspective view. Try that on the orthographic,
Like right, left, something like
left,
that.
right, and then try if there's a marquee selection now.
No,
No, nothing.
no.
Not even Control Alt.
Control Alt. No.
Oh wow!
Uh,
And then just left click in the ether and then dragging. Nothing, right?
oh
Oh, there it
well,
is.
well, well.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, thank you very much. So that
Yeah.
kind of
Oh,
worked.
look at that. A
All right.
one-click
So
solution.
these actually work wonders. Look at this. All right, I can now hit delete faces, and I can keep at this. Delete faces. I want to keep going, layer by layer because I don't want to get to. No, I do want to get to the neck and everything. I don't want
You
to
want to
get.
destroy everything but the neck.
Yeah, I could do this.
That selection is great. Delete.
Ooh, the
There we go.
teeth. All right, look at that. Oh my God. This looks painful.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, but that's not how the piercing goes.
No, it should be in the actual lip, right? Not in the
It's from
actual
the
jaw.
lip. Yeah.
Oh my. All right.
Imagine they punch
This
through
is
your bone to put a
disturbing.
piercing on you.
You're ready and you're like, thank you. Thank you very
Oh my
much.
god. That's terrible.
All
That's
right.
perfect.
All
Yeah.
right. We're done. Yeah. That's it. We have the headless.
Yep.
Why the what? All right.
What? What happened?
The wireframe is still there.
Oh, I mean, it's modeling
Oh,
tools.
yeah. That's it. Let's save. Boop. And so today, because we are already getting to the second hour, the only
Mm-hmm.
thing that I want to do, can you believe that this thing actually fits in this head? Am I right? Wow. All right. What is happening with these proportions? It is wild. Look at this. Yeah, she should be around here. She fits perfectly. Look at that. Yeah, it looks like it wouldn't fit, but it fits perfectly. Like this neck looks so tiny.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now let's see. Are you here? What is happening here? Did I? Oh, I restarted Unreal Engine. Crap.
Oh, yeah.
So this might be the end of today's. We're gonna have a second part for sure.
Metahuman folder. She's not there, right?
Metahuman? No.
No.
There wasn't enough time to actually download her.
Yeah.
Oh well. Oh well.
Oh, she's downloaded.
She is.
Yep. Add to project.
Oh, so we are lucky. Look at Arnold.
Maybe.
I remember that the only time that I did this was with Arnold Schwarzenegger. So here it is.
Did it do it?
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so let's do the trick. Let's drag her and drop. And we'll leave Unreal Engine to build everything. And you wait. Because if you try to do that by throwing her into the scene, it's going to take like double time to actually do that. So right now, down there, you're going to, if we could see, there is going to be tons of shader preparation happening right now.
Oh.
And there she is. So the moment of truth. How close is she? Oh my God, sorry about that. Hiccups.
You can close file.
That's it. Yeah, we can actually close this. You are right. So let's check this out.
I mean,
I want to see how close.
not
this
terrible, huh?
stays. And down.
Oh God, no! Like that is not gonna work.
Forward. I just want to see how much the actual features are. It's actually a little bit bigger. That might be on me. I actually set the face to be a little bit bigger. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, her face is a little bit bigger. So maybe if I do this, I can eyeball it. All right, it's
Pretty similar, huh?
pretty similar.
We got bigger eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the bigger eyes; it's the expression. The metahuman has the eyes wide open, while Countess has lowered eyelids. That's what's happening here. No, expression is
I'm
pretty good.
really surprised how good this thing went.
Pretty good.
And girls are gonna be harder than dudes. I think if we do Greystock or something like that, it's gonna look like on point.
The jawline is nowhere near.
Oh yeah, this
Like she has a literal V of a jawline, and the metahuman is like
very,
terrible. Yeah.
But this is the kind of thing that we can now fix with the skeletal
Sculpting.
tools. We can sculpt a little bit, do a little bit more of a like female profile here. All right. So now the face. Oh, look at the hair. The hair is amazing. Yeah, this thing is going to work. The thing that I was saying about the hair is that if you select this and you go hair, you're going to have a material here. And if you open that up, you're going to have all the controls for the... You cannot see it here for some particular reason. But
because it's not groomed, it's not an actual static mesh, so you won't be able to see it.
So you're going to have to do something like this.
Yep.
So you have like a tint for the hair where you can actually, like highlights, hair dye. So you can add these to be 1. And then you can add these to be red. And then you can blend. I know that there is a way of actually taking it down. Red variation, highlights, melanin.
My food is about to arrive.
Oh, you know what? No, it's totally okay. Like I have abused um your
I
kindness
mean,
for too
we
long.
got here, so
Yeah, yeah,
next
yeah.
part is
This
setting up
thing is
everything.
it's going places for sure. Don't
Yeah.
you worry. So I think this is gonna be a nice foot in the door of converting Paragon characters into usable characters.
Mm-hmm.
That is my dream, dude. I should do this. She looks like she's without underwear. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Franco, for
Yeah,
giving
that
me
was
the
fun.
hand that I needed to actually produce something as beautiful as this. And now there's only a little bit more work to actually do. But it's looking
Yep.
awesome, dude. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Alrighty.
All right. And for all of you, thank you if you actually stay up to this point. And, as usual, I love you all. Take care of each other. And I see you on the next one. Thank you,
Bye
Franco.
bye.
Thank you, everyone. See you later.